Alright, hopefully things are working. Oh, I see that we are now live. Alright, awesome. Alright, so hello everyone. Well, hello everyone to the VOD, everyone who's looking at the VOD. My name is Mac or Macaque. This is Footnotes and Folklore, and tonight we'll be doing just some casual runs with Hades. We'll be going through the game and that kind of stuff. We will be doing an entirely new save file, and we're just gonna have some fun with the game. And of course I'll be also randomly taking breaks to talk about different things as they come up, mainly through the dialogue. But this was originally supposed to happen yesterday, because that was when my birthday was happening, and I wanted to stream them, but YouTube was like, no, you can't do that yet. You have to wait 24 hours for some reason, even though you had all your stuff together. So you guys can totally see that I've already gotten my main save file, but we're going to be doing an entirely new game. I'm not entirely sure how often we'll be doing this, but I thought it would just be something fun to do when it was supposed to be happening. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Also, if anyone is either watching the VOD or is somehow in chat right now, please do tell me what you think about the audio mixing, because I spent way too long trying to figure out how to make myself louder and the game less loud so that you can hear me while still hearing what's happening all in this. So, yeah. Also, you will be able to see the cursor just because I find it easier for you guys to get a sense of what I'm doing. Otherwise, I would personally get a sense of vertigo, like trying to know why the camera's shaking so much. But if it's annoying, again, let me know, and next time I do this, I will try to either use or not use the cursor, or on screen for you guys. And did I miss something? Because alright, normally we have a boon, but we can try. Also, it's been a minute since I've been this far back, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm empty.
I wonder if we'll be able to make it to the Furies, or if I'll go to put. So that would be fun.
Back to dust.
Whoops. Alright, there we go. I'm not used to using the sword. I usually use the shield or the Aegis.
There she is. It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I accept this message.
Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Also, for anyone, well, actually, not for anyone, for anyone who's playing this is probably a meme by now in the Hades community, but Divine Dash all the way. These are also pretty good, but Divine Dash is like the bread and butter of like most of my builds.
But thank you. I'm hurt. Can't heal myself.
Awesome.
But I can fight.
Oh, if anyone had ground pound.
Come meet my blade.
I'm used to using the other blade where it's like an arc, like a blade sweep in front of him.
The underworld's power.
As you can see though, whenever he dashes, oh, you don't have that many dashes at the start. Wow, okay, this is really fun experience, really fun experience to go back through. Yeah, I think my favorite design for in Hades is probably either Persephone, which we won't see for a very long time, at least not in this stream, or probably, let's see, probably Athena actually, because I like her thing. Ares is also cool with the, like, you'll see his design.
That sound. That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zagman. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
But, actually, this is perfect. Since we guys are watching, like, Dionysus, or we're watching me right now, as a fun fact, oh, we can't see my cursor. That's funny. Dionysus here, if you guys don't know, I know when I eventually do get around to making the Zagreus video for Hades, Zagreus is technically an aspect of Dionysus, or like an older version of Dionysus from the Mycenaean era, but like in one of the myths, Zagreus in the form of like Dionysus gets killed by Hera out of retribution, of course, and something happens to his heart, and he has to like eat it or something. Like Zeus has to eat his heart, and he turns back into a baby, like into like a non-smited baby. But that'll be a topic for later. Right now, though, Hades time, and I'm gonna use Hangover because anything with Dionysus in this game is really, really busted. So we're on a good track here already with Athena and Dionysus. Oops. Okay. And as you can see, the guys with the yellow thing, that is armor. When they don't have armor on, we can't hit them. Well, we can't hit them, but they don't take any AoE damage. Sorry, status effect damage. So you have to break that down until you can actually hurt them, because otherwise they won't get staggered and they won't get hurt at all. And we have pomegranates. Pomegranates in this game are upgrades to your abilities, which are on the right, or your boons, I should say. And this will take us right to Chiron. I don't think we can buy anything from him, but it's good to just talk to him for once. Chiron, of course, if you don't know Greek mythology, is the ferry boatman. As you see, like, he's the Stygian boatman, and he is the person who is responsible for burning dead souls who make their way down the river Styx, or the mouth of the river Styx, all the way down to Hades, past the river Styx, which circles the entire underworld in mythology.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? And I'll just have a look around.
Yeah, and we unfortunately can't talk right now, but this person, you guys should know from my other video.
The infernal wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about, available for sale to whomever would be willing to quench the boatman's great thirst for riches.
That would be me.
Okay, they didn't really talk about it that much, or they didn't reveal it, but that voice, as the narrator, as a fun fact, is supposed to be Homer. That is their interpretation of Homer, and he basically, whenever there's a little, like, fairy light on anything around in the map, that will be him talking to you. And I just thought I thought that was a pretty, like, neat little Easter egg, since he's not brought up that much. And I'll get into what this, like, currency, this, like, darkness currency is once we actually die and make it through the game a bit.
Witches.
And if you guys can notice, the boon that I have with Dionysus inflicts hangover. Hangover basically is a DOT effect, or damage over time effect, that allows for me to do damage by itself just by hitting them once. And I do believe that this stacks, unless it's a upgrade to the boom. But it does stack without the thing. That is wonderful. Oh right, it's Doom that doesn't stack. Right. Awesome. And before we get into the boss fight, or the mini-boss, let me see. I don't think we have anything. It's really fun to get back into this mode, because I haven't seen... Oh, we might be screwed here. I have not done this in a while, so... Ow. Okay, we might die here. Oops. Where do you go, buddy? Get back here. Awesome. And now we have Artemis.
Heavenly archer I know of. Well, several really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
Okay, cool. So this is Artemis. She has also a pretty dope design. Not my favorite, but she's still cool. One thing that's cool in this game and in Hades 2 is they differentiate between Artemis and Selene, which is something that I personally haven't seen anyone in like translators or like anything or like video games really differentiate, because in this timeline the Titans don't really relinquish their roles. They're all banished unless they were neutral, like in the Titanomachy. And in this case, Selene and Helios retained their roles. So Helios, who is the Titan of the Sun before Apollo takes over, is still the Sun. He's not in this game, and neither is Selene, who is the goddess of the Titan of the Moon. But you would see them in Hades 2, I believe, although I haven't played it yet, because I want to finish up the endgame content that I'm on in my own save. But I still find that it's pretty cool that in Hades 1, Artemis is defined as the goddess of the hunt and not the goddess of the moon yet. And in Hades 2, I believe, since Apollo isn't in Hades 1, I do believe Hades 2 has Apollo in it, and he's the god of light, not specifically of the sun yet. And to be honest, that's pretty funny, because he's the god of like 10,000 different things alongside Hermes. Both of them have like 10,000 different things that they're the gods of. But yeah, that's just another tidbit that I thought this game did really, really well.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep.
If we do hit B, you guys can see like this does damage every DOT every 0.5 seconds. This did me 20%. Things 20% damage on my special, which is the like splash damage thing that I do. And then we have the deflect, which is this thing. So this, and then any attack that I do. And we are on 5 HP, so I do believe that we're gonna die here, just by me being a klutz. Also just because I'm not used to using the blade. I usually use the blade or the gauntlets. Whoop. Okay. That will stop us from having a bit of fun.
A palm of power. The power of the gods.
Okay, and as you can see, this basically includes a level or power-ups This is a bit different from the rarities. The rarities themselves just make everything more enhanced. This legitimately like upgrades your damage or like the intervals and percentage of the actual damage. The other thing is just like passive buffs to each boon, which we'll see when you eventually get to Asphodel and Eurydice and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm going to do upgrade to my normal attack, because again, Dionysus is busted. And there we go. Round 1. Oh, and this might be the end. Awesome. I really need the health thing though. Oh boy. Oh, and the lion head traps that are over here, these are traps. Those shoot out little darts just like that. Oh my god, okay. Too close for comfort. So, and hopefully this is the last guy. Nope. Okay. I wonder if it's 3 waves per chamber. Get over here. There we go. Awesome. And can I shoot you? I can shoot you. Perfect. Let's get you so you don't shoot me somehow. And there we are. Okay, these guys yell. They're not yelling yell. They skedaddle at you, so I might be in a bit of trouble here. Yep. Okay, yep. See, what did I tell you? I'm way too klutzy for my own good. Alright. Are we doing... Yeah, there we go.
Damn it.
So, welcome to the house.
I'm home.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Some of us more than others.
Back already?
That's the bestest boy over to the left.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go. See for yourself.
Okay, so not to just... I'm gonna keep pausing here before I keep moving stuff, so feel free to move ahead if you're on the VOD. But I don't remember when Thanatos starts to show up, but Thanatos is the god of death, and Hades, as the title card showed, is the god of the dead. And that demarcation is really important because a lot of the people, or a lot of what people believe Hades to be, is Thanatos. Like, Thanatos is the edgy kind of emo lost boy that a lot of people would think Hades is, and he's like demure and all that kind of stuff. Hades is not, like, he's still very scary, don't get me wrong, but the way that he's characterized as like being evil, like the dread or that kind of stuff, is actually attributed a lot more to Persephone back then, and less for him. Hades, in a sense, is a lot more like a middle management person than anything else. Like, he's basically the entire... Like, Thanatos would basically be like the edgy emo intern at like your local bank, like your teller, kind of. And Hades is basically either the bank itself or the bank manager who checks in, does stuff, and all that kind of jazz. So he's really not what most people would think they are, and I love that this game, again, kind of did their research when it came to characterizing and writing their different characters and their NPCs. This guy over here, though, is the bestest boy ever.
Eternal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
And the reason why this game is amazing, there's many, but you can pet
There's a good boy.
Cerberus. Or Cerberus.
I'm not just merely listening to this.
And I'm sure you guys know already, or most of you probably know, because it's a meme in the mythology kind of community. But Cerberus means, or it doesn't mean, but it roughly translates to spot. So Hades' dog, this boy over here, is Spot. And I love that for him, because it makes me think of the little yellow dog from like the old board boats that I grew up with. And over here we have another die from the Iliad.
Good to see you, lad, despite the circumstances. Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
Let's see what Homer has to say over here.
The House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man.
Awesome. And
You have come home.
oh, the cafeteria is blocked off. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. But we have Mama Nix.
Setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. You made contact with the goddess Athena. She shall be true to her word.
Also, she has another wonderful design. I don't know who their artist was for Hades 1, and I don't know if they was the same artist for Hades 2, but wherever the Super Games gets their artists from, fantastic interpretations of their costumes. Like, I love her tiara and like the stoles and the stuff like that. It's very very ethereal and very cool.
I believe it, Nix. I'm grateful that you put us into contact.
Did I call her a Titan? Sorry, she's a primordial. She's not a Titan. She's like primordial. She's one of the spawns of chaos.
The risk is not to me. I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
Yes, we are.
Then go.
And she's basically adoptive mom for Zagreus in this sense.
Hey, room, I'm back. Who needs sleep?
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Hey, it's just like my room, and my room has a lot more books in it.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, is it? Night and darkness guide me.
Ooh, alright, what did these do again? I forgot. Oh, right, backstab damage. Alright. And Death Defiance. Okay, I'm gonna get this because I really want the dash. And backstab damage.
Feeling good.
And we can meet our next really fun person. Who I don't think we actually get to really know much about.
I can escape through that pink window there. There we go. Koronach, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death.
Psst, over here.
What the?
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
So, this is Skelly. I'm not entirely sure if we do ever get to know who he actually is. Like, you get to know who his employer is. Oh, I can't move my thing. But if you guys look at his mouth, you can kind of tell, if you know mythology, who his employer is. But it is a bit... I really don't remember if we figure out what his actual identity is, or if he was just like a non-canon person in terms of mythology that Supergiant inserted into here.
If you insist.
And I don't use the Koronach very much, so I need to... At least one flashing for a power shot.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. See, that's timing. I'm not good at timing.
Got it.
Whoops.
Yeah, I prefer the melee.
Come, Segius.
But we can take a look at Tartarus.
Past the wretched shades of Tartarus. Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The River of Flame ought to be just beyond. Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright, let's give it another shot.
And this is just to say again, the art in this game, and in Hades 2, is beautiful. But yes. Let us try again.
I'm ready.
So the game here is really jamming, and we also have the the second biggest fuckboy, I guess, in all of mythology.
Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. He'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Zeus is... Well, you guys know who Zeus is, obviously, because he's one of the more famous ones. I don't really like his boons all that much. They're pretty good in terms of like AoE effects and stuff, but when it comes to actually beating the game, because you eventually do need to fight Hades himself, I personally don't see how he helps too much. But maybe you guys have a different opinion. If you want to let me know what your thoughts about that are, do let me know either in the chat or in the comments about what you think Zeus's boons help with in terms of fighting Hades himself. For now, though, I am going to do Electric Shock.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd
And see, that is very useful for anything that's not single combat. But we'll see. Also, as just like an architectural geek moment, these are considered ionic columns because of the little like curl here. You would have Doric columns. Doric are the ones that you typically think of that are just the pillars that by themselves that end with like kind of nothing on their top. But these have well, I don't know why these are bottom here, but these would be at the top of the pillars on things like the Acropolis or other places. Or sorry, ionic, not... Sorry, my bad. These are ionic, I believe. And ionic columns and those were typically in, I think, the Middle Ages, not the Middle Ages, the kind of like middle-ish time period of Greece. And then the Corinthian ones are the late, or the third ones, like the more like elaborate, like petaled or leafy-looking sculptured ones. And those are more Roman because they were, I believe, when the Romans took over Greece eventually, like, a little bit before and then after the Romans took over Greece. But let's see what Homer has to say.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Also, another thing, just quickly, do you guys think he sounds like the narrator from Michael Jackson's Thriller? Because to me, whenever I hear Homer talk, which has not been recent in my case, he always makes me think of the like narrator from Michael Jackson's video about like when Michael turns into the werewolf or the zombie.
Good thing I'm not dead. Come and get it.
I wonder if these are supposed to be, like, if that's supposed to be a chimera, given the anatomy, or if that's, like, the Nemean lion or something.
Satisfied.
I've always wondered that. I think it's supposed to be a chimera. Oh, and if that icon didn't give away who the next spoon's gonna be from, you guys are in for a fun treat for the number one footboy of ancient Greece.
It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then,
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Actually, give me 1 second, guys. Let me see something. No, it should be fine. Alright. Let me back into the game. But the reason why I call him the number one fuckboy is because, canonically, Poseidon does have more children, like more mortal children / immortal as a mix, more children with people who aren't his wife than Zeus does, which I thought was kind of interesting when I learned about that.
Looks like
and we're gonna do that because my special does more AoE. Oh, nice. I didn't mean to do wombo combo with that, but that was great. Damn! Alright.
This can unlock something.
Doing things unintentionally well. Zap him, and then we're going to do that. Ow, okay, that's my bad. Awesome.
Okay.
And so this is I believe a centaur heart. Centaurs, I can't remember what their flesh does. I know that their blood poison, right, is really acidic, and that's how Heracles died. Because one of his wives put basically one of his wives got tired of him being in kind of a dick, and she coated the blood of a centaur that he killed onto one of his shirts, and when he put it on, he kind of just melted. But as a fun fact, the thing I talked about a little bit beforehand with Dionysus, when you eat these as a game, as you can see down here, you do get more health, and to me that's a reference to what I said about how in one of the Dionysus myths, when Dionysus, or one of the origin myths for Dionysus, since Dionysus had his own cult with a good few different interpretations of his birth, Dionysus in the form of Zagreus, because at one point he was Zagreus, when he eats his heart, he comes back to life. So that's kind of like one of the main themes in the underworld and the something like chthonic or the underworld gods, which Dionysus is linked to. So I thought that was another neat little callback to that myth.
That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Oh, and I did forgot to explain, but like darkness is a thing from Nyx, and the currency basically allows you to have upgrades through, like permanent passive upgrades through that mirror of hers in Zagreus' room. Whoopsie. Alright. Not me to do that. And where did you go? Oh, you killed someone for me. Wonderful. I need to stop taking so many hits. I'm used to having more health than this right now. Wonderful. And restore 19,
no way to patch up.
damage, and traps. I'm gonna do some health. Just as I don't think I'll be doing too well. Oh, but I couldn't. Drat. Alright. Let's go say hi to Artemis again then.
Wretches.
And just as a theme for if anyone's joined, which I don't think anyone's joined yet, but this is a belated birthday stream, which was supposed to happen yesterday, so, late happy birthday to myself. Whoops, I need to face forward, Zagreus. Awesome.
You found me, Artemis.
Hey, you're not alone. You're not alone down there, okay? Here, let me show you.
Also, in terms of like Japanese stereotypes, or like what stereotypes, like tropes in anime, Artemis, whenever she's around, is either really, really nice, like as an older sister type, or she is a tsundere who just does not want to admit that she likes helping you. Which to me is always really funny. And let's see, what do I want to grab for her? Let's do a deadly strike for once. Oops, let's not blow up. I do miss having my shield. Oops, I meant to do that when I was closer. Oops. And let's not get hit by all of that. Alright, there we go.
Coin from the dead.
And as another like kind of mythological break narrative thing, these, I don't remember the exact Greek term, but these are the types of coins that you would give, or that you would use when you're burying someone. Because back then the Greeks believed that since you needed currency to head over to, or currency to get onto Chiron's boat to cross the Styx and into the underworld, you needed to have one of these types of coins, and you would either put them on their mouth or on their tongue, so that when their ghost departs, their spirit already has the tongue with them, because you don't really have pockets to take that with you when they bury you, since you are, I believe they used funeral pyres, unless I'm wrong on that sense, and they did burials, or both. But this would be the type of currency that you put so that you would pay your dues to Tyron, and then be on your way to be judged in front of the 3 different kings of the underworld. Well, 3 kings that act as the judges for the different shades or the spirits that arrive to the underworld, which I think are King Minos and two other sons of Zeus who were kings. But that's enough for now. Let's grab this coin and get on out of here. I don't think these monsters have anything to do. I don't think the witches do either. Unless they're like a super vague reference to Cersei, but Cersei's more... Oh, okay, that hurt a lot. Cersei is more of like a trickster archetype deity rather than like magic. Like she's more of like a drug or like a plant-based magic. So I don't know what the witches are based off of, or in this game. I'm sure once we get back to seeing the one boss. Oh yeah, actually after this, I'll talk more about that one type of... Ow, okay. I'll talk more about it, but for now, I'm gonna shut up and try to lock in. Awesome.
Oh, Zag, man, you look positively knackered. You be sure and take it easy if you can out there, all right? Here, maybe this'll help.
And we're going to do that right now, because I will die if I don't. Like I said, all of his things... Oh, it didn't bring us back. That's concerning. Wait, hold on, let me check the boons, because I thought that was... Huh, interesting. Okay, maybe that's for, like, if I clear this... Oh, no, goodness. Don't do that again. Alright, there we go. As you can see, they don't really take damage from us. I don't know what these guys are called, I forget, but I don't know who they were based off of either, apart from, like, maybe a king. Oh, and there we go. Alright, that was a bit short-lived. But then, since Zagreus kind of equals Dionysus, and we have Zagreus coming back from the pool of blood, the whole kind of cycle of rebirth thing, which is all, like, this shtick with Dionysus when he's mortal, and Zagreus.
Oh, one of those wretched louts just killed you dead that time. Those mean old slappy guys?
Louts, alright. Those are the
I don't know.
The large enemies. But I did forget to mention, I think we talked to him the first time I came back. This is Hypnos. He's the god of the dead. Or no, sorry, not the god of the dead. So incorrect on that front. My bad. He's the god of sleep, or the incarnation of sleep, I guess, because he's Hypnos, and it just does mean sleep. I don't remember too many myths about him. I think there was one where he was in love. Maybe. There's like, probably a ton of them. But, he's kind of just like the chill kind of dude who makes everyone have like good dreams, I think. Because there's dreams and then there's nightmares. Because I know that Melinoe, who's Zagreus' sister in Hades 2, is the goddess, or the half nymph or something, of nightmares. So Yeah, I'll have to brush up on that because I don't remember too much about Hypnos.
Right. Someone's at the desk next to the throne. Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. Contractor.
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
Oh, wait, can I just get this? That's
Work
wonderful.
authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
Oh, wonderful. Alright. I haven't done this in a long time, so this is kind of fun to go back through all of the different upgrades. And although I do know that you're supposed to be able to clean up Kerberus's things. Or maybe not yet. Interesting. Okay, because I could have sworn that the things were through here, but I guess that's for another time. Ooh, Homer.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again.
Darkness guide you.
Kerberus in this game is like
You have outgrown this house.
three-headed
Of that I am certain. Should you return again here,
Clifford,
I
or the
shall keep you safe.
big red dog.
I won't forget you, Nix, I swear it.
So I love how she has a lot of like sparkly aura around her too, like little stars, because she's the night and all.
Be well. Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you.
Alrighty, let's do run number 2. Whoops. Alright. Let's see, what upgrades can we get? Let's do some vitality. And we'll get some death defiance eventually, but not right now.
Should do it.
And I just need one more key to get my glorious shield.
Hey, pal, watch where you throw those bloodstone things of yours. You drop them, you go pick them up, you understand? But if somebody gives you grief, you got my permission to chuck one right in his eye.
I'll just aim generally for the midsection, since the eyes are a lot harder to hit in my experience.
Alright.
That looks like a Daedalus hammer.
Oh yeah, Daedalus. Daedalus. Daedalus, if you guys don't remember or know, is the father of Icarus, the boy who flew too close to the sun, and who was also trapped by King Minos after the whole Cretan Bull kind of thing happened. The Minotaur happened.
Enchantments for my weapon.
Ooh, very nice. Let's do Circle with Thrust.
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
I don't think we actually get to ever meet Daedalus in this game or the next. Though I don't know.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to perhaps map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out.
And I think these are also satyrs who are enemies in this game. Then of course have the swirl, which I forgot the correct term for, but those are actually in a lot of different other Mediterranean cultures, not just Greece, which is something I can't remember if that was because of shared ancestry or because of something else. But this is the enemy that I was talking about earlier, that I wanted to talk about earlier. This is supposed to be, I believe, a Heraclean-based or design, which is kind of apt. And Heracles, I do think, is in the second game. So if I ever do get to play it, and I can confirm with you guys. But for now, we are going to get more health because I desperately need that.
Heads up.
Ah, that's not a Alright, there we are. Awesome. On to the next.
Brimstones.
These guys are really annoying. They shoot laser beams at you from a distance.
All set.
Lots of Artemis this run. These past few runs. Uh-oh. Okay, let's move.
Pests.
Oh, these buggers are annoying. Alright. There we go.
Lady Artemis.
The hunt comes down to kill or be killed. Except for us immortals who have to live with our shame. Which is worse.
And let's see, we're gonna do true shot. Because that will do homing. Add some homing damage for myself. Why do you all have to have armor? That's really quite annoying. Alright. Let's not do that. Oops, come on. There we go. Ooh, alright, we get to see... Well, you guys get to meet someone who you probably can guess, but who's actually kind of chill in this version of the game. Like, she's not true mythic Aphrodite.
Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of...
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite...
So I don't know what her hair thing is, but I really like the thing in her hair.
For the moment. You interested?
And she's also really, really good when it comes to well, she's good when you have another secondary effect, because it makes the first effect more potent, since her things, make you like a bit more tanky, but also they, when you have two effects in this game, sometimes when we get to better upgrades on the darkness mirror, you can get an effect or a passive upgrade that basically makes it to where if you have two different passive effects on or two passive boons with status effects, those will stack and they will do extra damage to anyone, which is quite nice. I don't know who this is, unless that's like possibly a muse, because that's like if you guys don't know, there's a British museum that they kind of stole, because they stole everything. But there's a statue like this in the British Museum, and I think in Athens or somewhere else in Greece, where you have a lot of I believe 7 statues, the 7 muses, with this kind of design on them. So, at some point, if the British Museum ever decides to give them, to Greece back that one statue, the sisters will be whole once more. With that key, though, we can get my favorite weapon, which is the shield.
Fine day to you as well there, mate. Now let's have a look at your supplies, shall we?
And this could be any Joe Schmo who has lost his boyfriend to one of the gods. Alrighty, they really like to spam. Ow, my goodness. They really like to spam. Ow. They like to spam their stuff, though, don't they? Hello, sir. That was sudden. Alright, let's not do that anymore.
I can use this to unlock
Good grief. Okay. Well, that's boss and Zeus, so I'm gonna take more health. Alright.
More numbskulls.
Ow. Why do all of you have... Oh, dear me, okay. Hold on. Alright, there we go.
Vitality.
That's locked in. That's for more like cosmetic upgrades. This is more for more important right now. Oh, that was ridiculously fast. Okay. And let's do keys, just because I can get more passive upgrades through that.
Oh, fountain chamber I commissioned back at home.
Amazing. How do I get over to the Homer thing? There we go.
A place of calm and respite, whilst perhaps unimaginable in the underworld, occasionally is to be found, in fact.
And not a moment too soon.
Let's see. Can't really buy anything from Chiron, so let's get the pomegranate. Oh, alright.
Power of Olympus.
And let's see. I'm gonna do the attack damage. Oh, hello.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the Underworld Prince's reckoning.
Pardon me.
And I can
So, and let's go see Medora, who is one of the 3 Furies.
Well, this is awkward.
And also one of the best girls, apart from Dusa.
Not one step further.
And I also believe Medora is the... If not the first, she is the second wife of Heracles when he was still kicking. Or not the god of doorways for Olympus.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart.
Because it's Medora, Electo, and I forget who the third is, because she did, well, goodness, she doesn't come up that much in the myths, from what I can remember. But in this game, she's the one who's like, murderers, because that Fury is responsible, so the Furies are each responsible for their own part of the underworld, or in terms of torturing the people in the fields of Asphodel, and I can't remember who the third one is, but she's responsible for the worst people who, in the group's minds, was murderers. So like fratricide, infanticide, all that kind of stuff. I think Madara is like the people. I think Madara is the one who goes after like those who are disloyal. So like those who were not like committal in their marriages or like stuff like that. Like anyone who sinned in that regard in terms of social etiquette. And I can't remember what Electo's like domain of torture was. Well, actually, sorry, correction. Madara's like family, because Madara was valued as like the mother, like Heracles' children and stuff. So she's like the one who punishes Sisyphus and all that kind of stuff. Or like anyone who hurts their family. Goodness, I forgot how without the shield she's gonna be a real pain sometimes.
To back up now.
Oops. Olay, olay. What is she doing? Oh, she's over here. Now, I might die, which would be unfortunate because I want to make it through the first level with you guys before the end of this stream. And I should stay patient and not overreach.
Stand still for me.
Hey, there we are. Okay, cool. That's the first time I killed her that fast in terms of like going through this game. When I first started this game, my original save file, I did not get to her or beat her until like 10 runs in. So this is amazing for me. But this is Titan's Blood, and that is something that we can use to much later on to get different aspects of the. Pardon, of the weapons. Pardon me.
How did you?
They don't have the little like shop for the keepsakes yet. Awesome. And let's go on to Asphodel, which canonically is where all of the kind of like... Well, I guess the fields of Asphodel are more like supposed to be where the apathetic things are, like the people who don't really do much. I forget what the... Because you have the fields of Asphodel, which I think are the ones where like all the bad people go to, but you also have like the larger fields, which are kind of just where all the normal people kind of hang out. Like they're kind of all like ghosts that wander around those fields forever without doing much. But let's see what Homer has to say.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
Okay, so again, to break out some context here, I don't remember all of them, but there's the River Styx, there's the Phlegethon, there's also the River of Memory, which I cannot for the life of me remember right now. If you're a Percy Jackson fan, you probably do, so forgive me on that. But the Phlegethon is the river of can't remember what, but it's basically fire. It's basically like very painful death. And if you fall into it, you basically die permanently, because in the mythos you have a soul, so you basically travel down to the underworld, and if you drink from the river, like the memory river, your original self is melted away and your soul gets sent back up to be reborn, so that you can try to get into Elysium at some point by living a more heroic life than before. The Phlegethon is kind of the same concept, but I believe instead of like being reborn, it just burns all of yourself away, like your soul, everything. So you just permanently die without like getting to do anything else. And on that same topic, the river Styx, I believe, is the river of hate, and that is occupied by the the kind of like liquefied souls of the very vengeful and the very angry dead. So like, if you guys have read the Iliad, I would guess that that's kind of where Agamemnon ended up in the afterlife after he died, to Clytemnestra.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof. Bone rakers.
See, so like this would be kind of more. Ow. That will be kind of. Okay, let me finish this and then I can talk about architecture. I can talk about the architecture after this. Okay. Now round 2. Whoops. We done? Oh, okay. Oh, bomb. Okay. Oopsie. Oh. Ow. Okay. That hurt. Alright. So, as I was saying, like when we were in Tartarus before, this like the curled little things on the top or the bottoms of the pillars, those were the ionic columns. These, since these are more like cubic and they don't have too much flair to them, these I do believe are the the Doric types of columns, like the most basic version of them that you would see. Like, and this like row of skulls is kind of like what the frieze would be, even though I believe that the triangular versions here, which would be the front, and I think some of the sides in some version of the temples have their own term, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But that's another like little architecture fun fact. And let's see, we have money and we have upgrades. Let's do money because I need health when I get to see Tyron. Hopefully he gives me food.
That's reasonable though. No.
Awesome. Oops, hello. Please burn, sir. Yeah, there we go. And hopefully you burn as well. Or it can smack me. Don't smack me. That was quite good of him. Or it, them, I don't know. Them, because they're, I don't know what their gender is. Ow. Avoid.
Was that really necessary?
Ooh, Tyron or Ambrosia? I'm gonna say Ambrosia just because that can help me as a whole, like, late game. Ambrosia, if you guys don't know, in Greek mythology is like the nectar of the gods. It's what they kind of eat the whole time because the gods don't, unless they want to, but they don't have to, they can just eat nectar. Because nectar, which is, if you guys don't know what bees use to eventually create honey through a mixture of nectar that they create from pollen and their saliva, which turns into what we use as honey. And the gods in Mythos, I believe, only drink nectar, or they they eat nectar if they don't want to eat mortal foods, which they do, because they do invite, or they used to invite, mortals up to Olympus at one point. Well, mortal kings, I should say. And I cannot smack you for the life of me. Stop moving. There we go.
Bottle of nectar.
Goodness. Alright, do you have...
Let's see what's in here.
Health? You don't have health. And you're a boss. I don't want to try my luck too much on this run. But yes, hello to anyone who's joining, because I have not looked over and I just saw that we had more people join. So hello! Feel free to say hi in the chat or just hang out and lurk. Up to you. And I don't think these guys have any reference to the mythos. These are kind of just like the Womps, I guess, from Mario. That's what I always think of them as. The big guys. Okay, let's walk in. Wonderful. Alright. Yeah, so these, as I said during the other thing, these would be like Doric columns, since they have like the basic pillar, they don't have anything at the bottom, and their tops are like the very plain kind of thing. Although I think the traditional Doric columns, like if you look at pictures of the Acropolis, are just the pillar themselves. They don't have any of this like adornment at the top, but these are like secondary Doric columns that do have like a cubic kind of head to them, I believe. And I don't think we're going to manage to get to Elysium this stream, but the columns in Elysium in this game I think are of the Corinthian type. Whoops. Okay, did not mean to go in this already. And I think we might die, because I know that this early on is what killed me a lot of the times in my original save file. Stop moving, sir. Stop. You need to stop sniping me. Final boss, final boss. Okay, stop being an arson. Committing arson. Stop doing that. Oh, not final boss. Okay. Oh goodness, we need bombers again. Whoops.
Didn't work.
Stop doing that. Stop being Die Fox. Stop being Die Fox. Oh, whoa, I'm dead. That's unfortunate. Ah! I did not die. Huzzah. Alright. Poseidon, how's it going?
Don't go dying on me yet, nephew. You have to live, or else the boon I offer you shall go to waste.
Alright. Let's see. This would be kind of good if I was doing a speed run, but I'm not that good at the game. Let's do dashes.
It's high tide.
Awesome. And now let's go on to Artemis. I also don't know if these have any mythological renderings, but these are the things that shoot fireballs at you. Let's see, where am I supposed to be killing? Oh. This might not end well. I really wish I had some boon of Athena right now. Let's put this down on you first. Nope, okay, yep. I did not dash in time. That's alright. We can go check on the NPCs back in the house.
Tough break.
So, okay, so, like, yeah. Where's my cursor? Okay. So, this kind of, like, curved thing, by the way, is more of, like, the traditional Doric column, if you don't see all the gemstones up here. This is what they had in terms of, like, ancient pillars, because, again, if you look at the Acropolis, this kind of, like, narrow bottom and top and the thicker midsection is what they used to help to deter earthquakes. Because when you look at the pillars and you figure out, like, what they're proportioned to, the blocks there that made up the columns were made that way so that all of the trembling will basically, like, center itself in the middle of the column, so none of the, like, actual bearings would fall on the base or top of the pillar that supports the roof and the actual structure of what they're doing. So, or what they're doing, the actual, like, buildings and the temples. So, just another fun fact. Let's move on.
Whoa, you just got killed by one of those bloodless inferno bomber skeleton type guys. Nice! I always wondered what would happen if you just kind of stood around while all their bombs went off.
Okay.
And do let me know if the audio mixing, I think I mentioned at the start of the stream, if the audio mixing is okay in the chat, or if I need to fix my mic, or if the game is too loud or too quiet. Because I did try mixing it before stream, but I can't tell what it's like for you guys.
Olympus knows of him, bestowing on him all their worthless blessings here within my realm. Our realm. Explain to me how exactly this is possible, Nix. Either your limitless power has considerably waned, or you are up to something.
Do not question my power, Hades. Your son was bound to be discovered the closer he came to the surface. The Olympians are pleased to know they have a distant relative and bid him welcome to their mountain. That is all. Their influence is very limited.
Blood and darkness, do not speak to me about their influence. I've seen their influence firsthand. You've made a foolish mistake.
Also, I do love, I don't know if the little, like, exclamation point notification thing is a reference, but it might be a reference to the Metal Gear Solid, because that sound effect always makes me think of, like, when Snake gets found out from under his box.
You would speak to me of foolish mistakes. You cannot change the course that has been set. Try all you like.
Nix. God.
Her like glitter effect is still here. I love that. Alright, let's talk to the best boy.
Guess what, boy? Made it all the way to Asphodel last time. I fully understand how come you never liked it there. Now to trek on back, I guess. Take care.
Despite the Underworld Prince's optimism, his old companion Cerberus, the multi-headed hound, maintains a somewhat sulky attitude for now.
Let's pet the good boy.
Hey, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Alright, let's see what Achilles... Oh, Achilles isn't here. Interesting. Wait, who is that? Oh, okay, I thought that was Dusa. When does Dusa show up for that? Oh, hey, Madara.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Alright. Sassy. And let's see, what can we get? Probably not much. Let's do one Death Defiance. And that is it.
All right.
Oh, but we can get more upgrades.
Show me something new.
Ooh, and more tasks. Okay, I will be saving up for that. No, but I can't get this for now. Awesome. And can I get anything, or is that an upgrade? That is an upgrade. All right. Oh, hello.
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know. There's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
Alright. And we have Homer once more.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
Alright, and we're going to do... Oh, I can't get it because I spent... Oh. See, I can't do math. I thought I had 8. I had 7. Alright. This will be the last run that I do for tonight, just as it is getting a bit late, but... hopefully if you guys did enjoy this, I will try to see if I can do this again at some point.
Cries of battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Yeah, and I don't like Hades. It's not that I don't like it, it's just he doesn't... I don't specifically adore his design, apart from the war paint, but everything else to me, to me he just looks like a soldier, which I guess makes sense because he's the god of war, but not my favorite design compared to like Athena or well, I guess Hades himself too, in a sense, but he does have pretty good boons. We're going to do Doom. Doom is another DOT effect. Just like this thing. Which I can't show you because I don't have any enemies. Whoopsies. Alright.
You're nothing.
Okay, and we'll just one-shot him. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, see, that's the DOT effect, and that's his laser beam. Ouchie. Alright.
Nice.
I was talking there. That was very rude of them. Very nice. And more nectar. Or ambrosia. One of the two. I think it's nectar.
Who should I give this to? Hi there.
Go to
God's grant me strength.
and do that, and on our way. Okay, cool. So we'll at least be able to get the shield before we end the stream. Ow. Is that it? Oh, there we go. There has to be someone else. Bam.
All clear.
Hey, Dionysus.
You lads again.
Oh, okay, this might be the end. Yep, okay, this might be... Okay, shoot.
Let's call it even. Anyone else?
I'll give him some nectar.
Dionysus. It's been great
Ambrosia.
getting to know you.
Now that is something. A right princely gift there, Zach. And just so happens, I got something here I have been meaning to give you.
Ooh, keepsake, right.
Thank you, Dionysus,
Hey,
mate.
okay, I need to give that to Athena if I run into her.
Sometimes I have to wonder, man, what's going through your head? I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
Hangover! Haha. Alright. There's 3 of you. Oh, that's not good. Stop that. Stop being naughty.
Feeling tough.
Alright, let's get some help. So we are in desperate need of that.
Charon's shop. That's a relief. Hey, good to see you out here, mate. It looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't you?
Alright, Oh, okay. This is one of the trials. Do I just have to live? Yep, alright.
Found me, huh?
Where did my thing go? Oh, there it is. Let me just run for my life. Okay, I also don't get smacked. 2 things. Ow.
Enough.
That was quite unnecessary on my part.
Finally.
But let's see, upgrade or money. Let's do money because we're all greedy people here. Let's do that. Oops! Don't do that. That hurts.
For Charon.
Alright. We could do Poseidon, but I do want us to meet Sisyphus, so we are going to go meet the big boulder man.
Your Highness. Hey, Prince Ed. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury sisters. Let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about.
I forget what Sisyphus does. I do know if the boulder wasn't a hint, but he does have to push that all the way up the hill to... Sisyphus's punishment is whatever he did, I forget. I think he's... I do believe Sisyphus is the one who tricked Thanatos into letting him, like, have a second chance at life, and he ended up trapping Thanatos under his bed for a week, and he was basically immortal because no one could kill him since he was supposed to be dead already. They did catch up to him eventually, and I do think that that's why he's pushing the boulder up for the rest of his undead life, since he basically tried to pull a fast one on Thanatos, and this is his punishment. But for our benefit, he's going to give us some healing, because we really need that right now.
Cheers, mate.
So, not a good die, but in this sense, in this game, he's trying to atone for that.
See you again, right?
Charon's shop.
And just because we love Dionysus here, we're going to do this.
Hey, what's with that Chiron, man? He's sort of, I don't know, though I am glad he's been of service.
And we're going to do the drunken dash. I'm not going to give the thing to Chiron because I really want to give that to what's his face. But we have Madara again.
You're stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
BDSM?
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
Alright. Ow. I'm being too careless. Oh, I forgot I had a Death Defiance thing. Okay. I thought I was toast. That's good. Please die to DOT. Please die. No. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. We can go to Asphodel.
Enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel.
Don't mind me, Father.
I will.
Let's go, but up. Made it to Asphodel. Surprise.
Ow. Stop that.
just the edge I need.
And let's see. Your special makes you launch ahead, then steady for 1 second. Oh, interesting. Cursed slash. That's a kind of annoying trade-off early game, so let me do this instead.
That's it.
And we get more of the skeleton keys. Alrighty.
Slam dancers.
Ow, my grass. Okay, I'm being way too flexy right now. There we go. So, I really wish I had an Athenian boom. I don't know where my bloodstone went. It's in someone, I think. Unless I shot it somewhere else.
I can use that back home.
Hermes or
Got to keep
I'm
pushing.
gonna do Hermes just so I can. Ow, okay, well, that might screwed me over. Let's do you so that I can hopefully get some more movement speed or something. Or dodge. Dodging will be nice.
Come on in.
That was rude. Ow.
Gust of air. This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this
It's
message.
Batman!
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Let's do this.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
Okay, and since this is a boss fight, this might be the end.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, okay, this is definitely the end. I'm not going to survive this. But we shall try.
Again?
Nope, there we go. Okay. Alright, we are going to basically do the round for the NPCs, get that,
That was not a pleasant journey.
Aegis, and then we will move on to the end of the stream.
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
Alright, thanks, Homer.
Welcome back. It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
Medora, I'm
Glad
guessing?
to keep things interesting.
I like how sassy.
Father,
My
what
guy's
happened to
too
the
sassy
lounge?
for his own good.
The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
Let's see what happens if we give this to good old
Hey,
Papa.
Father, I thought maybe, you know.
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that.
Alright.
You're welcome, Father.
Well, we tried.
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All 3 mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
If I don't pet your other heads, don't bite my arm off. Deal?
Denied. Next, you.
Alright, Achilles.
Is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your lord father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's going to fire her even without something like this.
Dusa, if you hadn't guessed, by the way, is Medusa. But she is a very nice person in this. Just a bit too much of a workaholic.
How goes it, Shades? What are your sisters up to these days, Meg? I've not seen them around.
We're stretched a little thin, as you can see. Some kind of war up there meant lots of business here. I'm left to hold the line and deal with you.
Alright.
Not a chance. Denied.
What's that there? Something from the Fates?
Alright, we might need to get this at some point in time to be able to get rid of Cerberus's messes, but that will be for the future. We can't sleep, I'm guessing.
I'm wide awake.
Also, this is probably a Cyclops. If you don't know, this also is kind of what an elephant skull looks like, minus the tusks. And I'm not entirely sure if this is my own headcanon or if this is just like what archaeologists thought, but this might be where the Cyclops myth comes from, because the like hole here in an actual elephant skull is, I think, where their tusk is, because they don't have, because like an elephant skull you have like more of a thing above the above their thing, above this giant hole. But I don't think that they did that in mythology. And we're going to get more of these. And also that, because it's very useful.
Okay.
Yep, and I got stuck on that. Alright. Let's talk to
You're
Stelly.
getting pretty strong, I'll give you that, boyo. Strong enough to smack a guy like me right up against the wall, and I'd go straight to pieces. Boom! You just remember, when you're duking it out, the walls are your friend.
Smack guys against walls. Sound advice as ever, mate.
Alright, we are going to get the shield.
Open up. Aegis, shield of chaos.
Which to me
Lend
is a
your
bit
power.
like
Yeah, that one's pretty nice.
easy mode for this game, since you can block a lot of stuff by charging it up and then doing that. But I do find that it's a lot of fun, especially when...
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and this is the old version, or this is my favorite version. I like the Aspect of Zeus version, which we can get to at some point in the future. But the shield is very nice as a slightly less damaging thing, or weapon, I should say. And as we will see, these are the keepsakes, and if you give that nectar or the ambrosia to each of the gods or the chthonic gods or other like important deities that you can run into in this game. You get basically these little keepsakes that allow you to have certain benefits to them. So for example, the one with most of the gods, like Dionysus, Athena, Demeter, all that kind of jazz, their keepsakes will mostly be based on their improving their boons. So you have more chance of getting them the next time. So for example, if you wanted a boon off the bat, this will give me a boon of Dionysus when I start a new run, and every single time that I do get more of a do a reroll, I have more of a chance of getting Dionysus, and every roll after the first one also allows me to get a better chance of having a rare boon, so like anything that has naturally more power than that. And you upgrade these by upgrade these keepsakes through doing more runs, and 25 is most of the baseline things for them, but 25 isn't that much to do.
Might help.
For now, though, that is all of the time that I have for tonight, so thank you guys so much for joining me, for the 2 people who are here, and I don't know when or if I will be doing this again in the future, since this was supposed to be a belated birthday kind of like stream for me to hang out with you guys yesterday, but if I do, it will be scheduled, it will be on there, notifications will turn on, all that bell, all that kind of jazz. And if you guys do enjoy this, let me know either in the community tab or whenever this VOD goes up on YouTube. I think right after this for YouTube, but when this stream turns into a video, let me know if you guys are interested in me playing this or other video games based on mythology. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night, or whatever time it is for you guys. All right, bye.